Federal Minister Anika Wells has repaid more than $10,000 in travel costs after an audit of her travel expenses. Political reporter Evelyn Manfield joins us now from Parliament House. Hi Evelyn, what did the audit find?
Look, Ros, this is a lengthy report, more than 260 pages, but as you mentioned there, she's been ordered to pay more than $10,000. It was looking into the minister's broad travel expenses, including those related to her family, and that's where it's found some of these issues that has caused her to repay this $10,000. So it found that elements of 4 trips that her family members made didn't meet the rules. Pretty much that is because the timing sort of didn't quite align with when she was officially conducting parliamentary business. So some of the problems were around hire car travel, that the dominant purpose of that was to do with personal travel rather than business travel. And then there was a case as well of her partner's travel to the AFL Grand Final in Melbourne. So part of that was deemed appropriate parliamentary business in terms of the family travel allowances, but then the timing of the return flight is where that ran into a bit of a problem because the minister's parliamentary business had concluded there. So this all follows what was a really big spotlight that was put on the minister's travel pretty much starting after these expensive flights that she took to New York, her and staff. It was arranged last minute because she was here covering some dramas related to her portfolio in terms of a business that she had to conduct as the communications minister, and so these flights were booked to New York last minute, and the authority found that there was little choice in these flights. It was a total of around $100,000 for her and staff members, and they said because of this last minute arrangement that there was little choice that she had, so that was sort of deemed fine. But interestingly, the authority did say that they've now established a mechanism where higher cost bookings, they have to be flagged with the independent authority prior to those bookings so that they can really have that conversation about the value for money obligation that of course all parliamentarians have to abide by given they're dealing with taxpayer expenses. I just did want to touch on a trip that her family made to Thredbo as well, because that was really big in the news a few months ago too. That was deemed all clear and found that the dominant purpose for that trip to Thredbo was for parliamentary business. So look, we'll keep trawling through this big document, as I said, Ros, but those are the findings initially.